for tuning in. We will start with approval of the minutes. Be it resolved that Duntroon Hall Board hereby approves the agenda, approves the agenda dated October 20th, 2020 as presented. All in favor? Jim first. David Jim Campbell.
David Jim. Yep.
Disclosure of pecuniary interests and nature thereof. If anyone has any conflicts of interest or personal attachments to any of the items being discussed tonight, please state them. The approval of the minutes. Be it resolved, the Duntroon Hall Board hereby approve the minutes dated September 15th, 2020 as presented. Favor? We got Jim, we got Mark. All right, business arising from the minutes. So flooring codes, I'm still waiting for Mike to get a quote from Dean's. I haven't gone anywhere else as of yet. I just want to sort of see what I get back from him and whether we get some comparisons. I know we should get a couple quotes, but obviously I'd like to lean in their direction just to support local business as they have supported us in the past. Rental contract. What was that about?
That's me in the fillable form, updating your rental contract, but we just keep deferring it right now.
Okay.
Monica says she can hear us, but we can't hear her.
That's that bad?
Is she on
I
mute?
don't think it's all that bad.
Is she on mute? She might need to unmute herself or financial report. Treasurer, Mary. How flows the money?
Good. I got the September 30th bank statement the other day. And we've got $26,600 in the bank.
Excellent.
Yeah, Joseph apparently paid $2,000.
Okay.
Monica told me that. I didn't hear from anybody else. So
Yeah. Yeah, he said he did an e-transfer, so that would have gone through the township.
yeah, I guess on the bank statement there are a couple of e-transfers. Kelly always used to send me the information about that.
Yeah, he wouldn't have done it till about a week ago. I think he first sort of moved
No,
in.
but
about 1 week.
even these two on the bank statement, I didn't get notification of. So
Okay.
I guess Kelly, so I'll send her a reminder that she needs to let me know.
Yeah, great.
Monica would know about them, but
You think Monica?
$120. Monica must, because she knew about Joseph.
I think maybe she saw him at the hall. I think that's how she knew. But
Oh, okay. Yeah, because one of these is $120 and one is $80, so I have no idea. I mean, it would be rental, but I have no idea what floor.
yeah, it'd be great. Yeah, maybe contact Kelly and just sort of say just to forward that, with a name attached to it, like who's it?
Well,
from?
yeah, she always used to. So
Yeah.
That's how I knew about it. So I'll do that.
Perfect.
Oh, I should say, I think my figures must have been wrong last month, because I reported $25,000 and we haven't spent that much, and we got $2,000 from Joseph, and the bank balance this month is $26,600. So my figures must have been out, just so you know.
Well, we know that you didn't go on holidays with it.
Yeah. Yeah, good point.
Mhm.
Perfect, thank you. Monica, any luck?
That's it for me.
Monica, just yell when you, if you do get audio, we'll continue on. Events update. Update is there are no events and none in the foreseeable future. I'll go back to bookings. Just as far as I know, and she can confirm, the church has been continuing to use the upstairs. I know Ian has done, he's had a couple more gun courses. One thing I'd like to discuss later on is just regarding the details with the church group and Ian. One of the changes in the expectations from, I guess, the province is that if you're having groups larger than 10, we're supposed to have a staff member on site. So to alleviate one of us having to be there and let them carry on business as usual, the consideration was to nominate Ian as a board member and potentially one of the church people, but apparently we don't necessarily need, they don't need a staff person for their group as far as
Yeah, I think they're exempt. Amanda
Yeah.
said they're exempt.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll be an issue we'll discuss later. As far as I just want to find out, Monica, are you on board?
I'm on.
Okay. Do you want to do a quick bookings update? And I had a few questions for you.
Okay. So Ian's just booking as he goes.
Okay.
And the church group, they're pretty much want every Sunday, but the odd chance that they're not going to have enough people, then they don't have it. They will text me and tell me. And I said, fine, we're flexible that way.
Okay.
And they're just paying per time, and they're paying $120, which is the same as the square dancers, and they're pretty much staying the same amount of time as the square dancers.
Super. Did we get any contact from the square dancers? Are they?
They sent me a message early, end of August,
Yeah.
and asked questions, and they were having a meeting. I never heard any more.
Okay, so there has been no follow-up. Okay. All right. So Ian, what's your sense from Ian? Do you get the sense that he's going to be doing quite a few? Like,
It's kind of slow down at this point, but he
Yeah.
just randomly texted me and said, "Can I have the whole time?"
yeah,
He knows he can. There's nothing else going on.
yeah. What?
Most of the Christmas parties have canceled,
Okay.
and Buck and Doze are hoping for the best, but I don't know.
All Christmas parties canceled, Monica?
Pretty much all of them.
Hmm.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. So Ian sent a application form to be a new member of the board. Does anybody have any objections to that? Okay.
No.
Well, so Kayla, do I just have to make a motion to submit
Yep.
Ian?
Basically, anybody but you can make the motion to
Invite.
accept or invite Ian. Is it McGregor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get his app? Because I think did he send it to you or to me?
I didn't get it.
Both of us. Okay. I'm pretty sure he replied it to me. So once I got the motion, I was going to pass it on to you. And then I guess it just has to be ticked off by the council.
Yeah, it'll go to council at the next closed session meeting. So whenever that is.
Okay. And that just covers so that we're covered there and we're following guidelines. And
Yep, just know that with that, it may affect your quorum numbers.
Yeah.
So I have a motion to invite Ian McGregor to apply as a board member.
Yeah.
Moved by,
I
Jim.
will.
Mark, Mary.
Mary and
Ross.
Mark. Perfect, thanks, guys.
Perfect. All right. Anything else, Monica, that you want to add?
No, not really.
Okay. So we'll jump to facility review. Joseph would like to, because he'll have his barbecue out sort of the west emergency door, he would like to put a latch for the outside, and actually it looks like he would like to use that door as, you know, almost his main access, so he doesn't even have to use the front door, so there's less traffic going through there, less contact issues. So he has someone available to do it. He'll pay for the person and the hardware to do it. We just have to get approval that everybody accepts that that's okay to put just a basic latch with lock on it to the existing door.
Yeah, it has to be panic, still have the panic bar.
On the inside, yeah. The panic bar, there is a way to do, I guess, that attaches to the panic bar.
Yeah, whatever, however that works, but
Yeah,
just to make sure that it still stays as an exit, yeah.
Just out of curiosity, I'm not sure what attaches to the panic bar exactly, how it works, but is there any way to put like a push button lock on there?
A who?
A push button lock?
On the
On that west entrance?
Oh, like a key code?
Yeah, just so that if the key ever went missing out of the little box and somebody needed in, they could go around to the side and get in through the side door rather than a panic of everybody running from all over the place to get a key down there for people.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting because, yeah, it can't, like, you can't have that door locked from the inside kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Like it always has
Right,
to.
so the panic
So
button
how that
just
works.
turns
Yeah.
the latch. So if
Yeah.
you put like a US can on the outside, that would do the same thing. You punch in the code, turn the knob. Right?
Mhm.
It's just a matter of how they connect in the middle, and I'd have to look at it to see. It's probably just a 1/4-inch square stock that goes through. It's just a matter of which one opens which.
Right.
I'll mention that to him because I'm sure that would be easier for him too than fiddling with keys and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll mention that
good
and see
idea.
if that's something that that he can take on, or the person he has doing it.
What is on the outside right now is a latch. Anything?
Nothing. There's nothing. It's an
0.
air door.
Right.
Not even a pull.
Nothing. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So I'll make a motion that either punch code or key latch for the exterior of the west emergency door to be used by Joseph for his primary access point for the hall. All in favor? Dave, Jim?
I wonder if it's worth just to stipulate, just to officially stipulate that it has to meet
Code.
egress requirements, or
Yeah.
whatever. Code.
Yeah. Okay.
Should it be a key that's not able to be copied either, so not the whole world doesn't get a key?
Like our front doors of medical.
That's what I
Wait,
wondered.
what, the front door can't be copied?
No, not supposed to. Yeah, I think everybody that's officially can copy it's dead.
They won't,
Oh.
no locksmith will copy those
Oh, okay.
without permission, right?
Yeah. Good to know. Okay. Yeah. I'll make that stipulation. Add that to the motion. Perfect. The other one, facility review, to restrict the upstairs, downstairs access. Do we sort of resolve on that? Are we just gonna put a piece of plywood, or should we look to do the door? Like it looks like. I mean, when I was there having a look, it looks like that the frame, like that it would frame in, that the studs would be there to frame in a door, like not.
You could put a door in, then you just have to trim it out to make it look half decent, presentable.
Yeah.
Depends on the long-term longevity of it. Like, are you
Yeah,
going to go to a couple hours work and a bunch more material, or a sheet of plywood in 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Sheet of plywood.
Sheet of plywood. Okay.
Well, and we could do, if you wanted it to look a little neater, like just a piece of melamine or something, so it's
Something white.
painted and
Yeah.
just done. Then
It's just a barrier of deterrent. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll take care of that. And we've dealt with the new board member. Anybody else have any other items to bring up or discuss? Have we checked propane?
I did recently, and they've Colin Fuel's been topping it up, so
Okay.
without even a call, so he's kind of looking at it.
Yeah.
But I do keep an eye on him.
And I guess Monica, sorry, go ahead.
I haven't received a bill for propane for ages.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we haven't. It's just starting up, right?
Yeah, we haven't used much propane yet, hopefully.
Yeah.
I checked it maybe 3 weeks ago and it was at 85 or something, so they probably haven't used anything till recently.
Mhm.
Monica, you had asked about setting the thermostat. Did anyone get in and do that or not yet?
No, I have not. I've got Zeke trying to get in and get this geothermal, make sure that everything's working on it. I'm having a little issue tracking him down and getting things done. But I'm chasing him every other day here now, so I will chase him harder.
And that's okay, because the church group canceled for Sunday, so I texted Ian and he made sure it was off so it didn't come on.
Okay.
Okay.
But as far as
Monica?
Okay, yes?
Are you getting notification from Kelly when someone does an e-transfer?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I
'Cause I'm not,
I told her to send them because I have to keep track somehow.
yeah, I'm not getting them either.
Can you forward them or just actually, if Mary, you just tell Kelly to hit both of you with it.
That's why I told you guys about Joseph,
Yeah.
so that you know.
Okay,
what was happening.
I thought maybe you'd seen him at the hall and he told you, but no, good. Glad to hear that it is physically gone through. Perfect. I don't think there's anything else unless anyone. I've noticed like around Thanksgiving and stuff, the park is busy and people are using the dog run, and there's a lot of activity in the outdoor space there, so that's good.
Yeah.
Do we need a yard cleanup? How does it look there? Who's been by recently? Nope. I'll have a peek next couple days and see if we need to have a little gathering. All right. Well,
Has anybody walked to the back and seen what kind of mess I made at the back? And is it doing what it's supposed to back there?
I did, and it's flowing. Looks good. Yeah. I think we've had a lot more rain since I went, but it was working well. So I think that'll create less headaches come springtime.
That would be good.
Yeah, big time.
Is somebody looking after the furnaces? I guess we should change some filters and.
Well, that's what I'm hoping, that when Zeke's there doing his thing, he'll do everything that needs to be done for it. Because that's
Right.
a big bugger of a filter that we can't just go to the hardware store and pick up.
Right.
But somebody can probably change the one in the propane easily.
Can they clean the geothermal one?
I have to look and see. I never looked to see if it's a permanent one or not. I would imagine it is at the size it is. But like I said, when Zeke's in there doing his checkout, I'll get him to make sure that it's all up and running.
Doug, any further word on the gas station?
Oh, no. No, I haven't heard. I just hope it doesn't stay such a mess for quite a while. So basically, initially, I think as I was mentioning, the initial plan was just to tear down that whole Hennessy garage, clean up the lot, and add it to the tax bill. And then this guy came along and said, whoa, just a second, I'm going to put in a gas station, a convenience store. And the township, said, get on with it then. So he seems to have started, and then, I don't see a whole lot of action going on there. So I was going to talk to Joe Paddock, the bylaw officer, and just find out what's going on. Maybe we can rattle his chain a little bit. But, in my opinion, the lot looks worse now than it did before, And I've gone by, like up in Singhampton, for instance, that gas station up there, that took a long time for them to complete. There's other gas stations, for instance, in Mansfield, Highway 89, like they were eyesores for years and such. So because they were only half complete. So I'm sort of hoping that this guy, doesn't do a little bit of work now and then nothing for several months. So anyway, that was on my list of things to do, Mary, was to get on Joe Paddock's case and see if we can rattle this guy's chain a little bit. So
Right.
So to answer
Unfortunately,
your question.
they'll
What?
probably put in horrifically bright lights around the gas station like they do these days.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That's a possibility. I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, look at that Esso in Singhampton. It's awful.
yeah. Well, I'm sort of afraid that's going to be what it's going to look like, but
Yeah.
Same owner, isn't it?
I don't.
I think it's the same owner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I think it is.
but originally it was the same owner, but then the guy sold the one in Singhampton.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
really?
that's what I heard, that when they moved the dirt from Singhampton to Duntroon in the first place, and then somebody else bought the Singhampton one and finished it. But I don't know what's going on with the one in Duntroon though. Who owns it now?
Yeah.
Well, they're making the investment. I mean, they put the tanks in and all that. You figure they're going to sit on
Oh, yeah.
too long. Yeah, there's someone there today, but there's a couple hard hats talking, and that was about it.
What,
If
today?
it's like anything else in this world right now, you're waiting on supplies.
Yeah.
We can't get windows, can't get lumber. It's absolutely insane. So they could be waiting on pumps and anything and everything.
Approvals
That's true.
too.
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
Mary, I'll let you know when I'll find out from Joe what's
Oh, no,
going on,
it's
and
okay.
I'll let you know anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. I was just
Well-
wondering.
No, I'm curious too. I mean, every time I go by there, I think, oh, I better phone Joe or email Joe about this, and then I get 2 miles down the road and it's I forget about it again. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's
in fact, I'm going to do the email right now.
Do we need to do anything for snow removal? I mean, it's a little early to be thinking of that, but, or is Eric just always booked in on that?
Unless anything's changed or he said anything, I assume he's just gonna start up again like he normally does.
Yeah, okay. No, we have no special requests regarding that, business as usual? Everything works fine? And Joseph wants to use the side door. I told him, you know,
Good luck.
either talk to the operator or bring your own little snow blower and cut your path.
Yeah, if he had a little snowblower there, that would be sweet, because then just before the thaw comes, you just get a hold of that snowblower and you run down the ditch when it's still fluffy
that's right.
snow rather than when it's heavy and wet.
Yeah, perfect. All right, well, I think that's record time. Unless anyone else has anything, I'd let you get to your lives.
So we're still waiting on the flooring.
What's that?
Just to refresh my memory, Jim's drawings that we had there, we're putting everything on that. That's still on hold for right now. We're just closing off the top doorway, and you're waiting on flooring. Are we going to do anything with the bathrooms, or?
Well, this is the consideration, because if we do all the flooring, then we're sort of taking, is it worth doing the flooring without having done the renovation?
No.
No, exactly.
Should do the rental first.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just going to get quotes, and then when time comes, at least we know what we're in for.
Yeah, so like nobody sees anything opening up in great fast fashion that, you know, if we wanted to say we wanted to go in there in January or something and do the renovation, I don't suppose we're going to be terribly busy by then either, other than the Sunday church and.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
Should we be thinking about, if we are, that is our intent, when you mentioned about supplies that could take forever to get what we need? Should we be?
We have the vanities. Do we have the urinals too, Jim?
No, just the vanities and the door for that hallway are what we have available. And then we get into that whole access. Well, if we don't, yeah. I remember we ran into this whole accessibility thing before. Like, I don't know what. I guess if we just keep the fixtures where they are.
Yeah, but that one, that's not going to be the accessibility bathroom.
No, right? But it's still, even though it wasn't, it seemed to me last time Scott McLeod had mentioned in terms of process, they had to do something.
You still have
to send this to Scott and just ask him what, if we can pull it together to do in the new year.
Yeah.
What we need. It would be nice to put the fixtures, to flip them to that middle wall.
Right. Right. Really. The only thing is, I'm not sure we can, because the ceiling's done downstairs, and that was our whole intent. Like when we did the basement renovation, we moved the men's toilet back 6 inches closer to the wall and did everything from underneath, so that stuff was already all done.
Yeah, could we just cut the floor out, do it all from above?
Yeah, possibly, I guess.
Depends. Yeah, I'd have to look. I could try and do an overlay to see where what that wall lines up with. But we just needed to run it back to the toilet. Yeah, it's where the plumbing runs there. But good point. I'll try and do an overlay and send it and see if I can figure out what's over top of what.
Right. There's room underneath that stage that you can get in underneath there too. That it's not pretty underneath there, but there is room to access some stuff from there, I think, isn't there?
Yeah, I think though at that point we're further south of the stage cavity, maybe.
Yeah, you could very well. Yeah,
those old washrooms.
Yeah, you're at the hallway there at the best.
Yeah, there must be a pipe coming down somewhere in those old washroom area.
Yeah, I think it comes down right near the doorway that went out to the south at one point in time.
Oh.
Like, I think it comes down that wall somewhere.
Yep, renovations, so much fun.
Holy knows.
But I think the way to attack it if we're doing new flooring is you just take the floor up and then we work from above as much as possible. Ideally.
Right. Yep. Yeah, the hardest part is getting the venting, and the venting is probably worse than the flow of the liquid.
Yeah, we could probably, I'll look at that photo to see where it comes out the roof, but we should be able to tie it in the attic
Yes. Yeah.
up there somehow.
Yeah.
To the existing one. Yeah, because we don't want to do a new stack.
No, definitely not.
I'll send everybody a little analysis there and see what looks reasonable.
All right. Okay.
Good point. So
Super.
Did Phil Colber ever get our water system back up and running, the iron filter? I never heard.
I never looked into that either.
I know it needs salt. I know that. I looked in the last time I was by. But I actually left a voicemail for Phil this week to see if he got it finished. And I never heard from him, so I'm not sure. Not that we're using a lot of water, but
With Joseph there might be a little more
that's
use
true.
of water. What, where does Phil work for the township or?
No, he's just on his own.
Okay.
I've already left him one message this week and I haven't heard from him, but he's a hunter, so
right.
we have a bunch of guys off work hunting, so
yeah.
I'm just wondering, it's very unusual he doesn't call back, but he has not, so.
What's his son's name?
Junior Cobra. I don't know. I don't know.
I thought I had his number too, but I can't remember what his name is.
Not sure.
Roz, can we see what you're doing? Roz, are you muted?
Yep.
We want to see what you're working on.
What are you doing?
She's muted. She can't hear you.
She can hear. She just can't talk.
Yeah.
She's got a mind for it. Just describe with your hands.
Mute.
Mute. You're muted again, Roz.
Unmute.
I keep trying to unmute her and she unmutes herself and then I mute her back. It's just this terrible game. I'm trying to help, but it doesn't look like it.
It's fun.
What are you working on?
I don't, it's really big.
Oh, wow, it is big. Coming around. Oh,
The
it's a
steel.
dog.
It's a dog. It's
Oh.
there we go.
Nice.
Big thing.
Is it a commission or is it just a project?
No, just a project,
Nice.
but
Beautiful.
sorry, wet now, so I have to blend everything.
Yeah.
You know.
Excellent. Well, everyone, have a great Halloween.
We need to make a motion.
And,
Are y'all good with November 17th?
I think so.
Okay.
We'll,
Can I jump in? Hey, Ron, I sent you an email. Ron, I sent you an email. You can have a look at it there.
All right, thank you.
perfect. Be resolved, the Duntroon Hall Board meeting be adjourned at 7:40 on this fine Tuesday. Take care, everyone. Great to see you. And I'll let you know if we do some sort of a hall cleanup or anything like that if we need it.
Yeah, send an email out or whatever.
Yeah, perfect.
a Halloween hall cleanup
Yeah. Could do
in
that.
costume.
Costume cleanup.
Right.
I'm coming in overalls and work clothes, okay?
Yeah,
What?